Hello everyone, and welcome to Phasmophobia. I'm Eotidiss, and I am going to destroy this game for you today. If you want to learn how to play Phasmophobia like a professional, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, but it is going to come at a price. I am going to spoil a lot of what makes the game spooky and scary, so if you want to learn a little bit about the game and how to get started in it, I have a video that you can watch that is pretty much spoiler free. You can watch that, get your feet wet, figure out what you want to do in Phasmophobia. But if you've already played the game a lot and you just want to learn how to make a lot of money really fast by being good at the game, this is the video for you, but it comes at the price of removing a lot of that spooky, scary stuff about the game. And to do that, we're going to play on professional mode. I'm just going to go to some of the small maps so that we can keep this quick and concise. I am over level 100, so I have tier 3 of everything. The only things I'm not going to have tier 3 are the thermometer, UV light, crucifix, and incense. Everything else is tier 3, and I'll just show you how to knock out things really fast. Obviously, if you don't have tier 3 of everything, it's going to be a little bit harder, but all of the things I'm going to say are basically going to hold true no matter what. So let's just jump into it. So if you want to make money, there's a couple things that you need to keep in mind. You should try to go for a perfect investigation bonus every single time. In order to do that, you are going to have to collect the bone, get a full photo album of 3-star photos, and complete every objective, which includes getting the ghost right. If you could do those things and you get a big cash payout that gets multiplied by your difficulty multiplier, and that is usually worth the time to complete all the things instead of just guessing the ghost right and then getting out of there. So what are we going to do first? We're going to immediately look at where our breaker is on the map. We're going to grab an EMF, a thermometer, a camera, and a headset, because I don't want a flashlight. So I don't see it on the first floor, it must be on the basement, and we'll check all of our optional objectives later. Why do I get the EMF? Because I want to find where the ghost is. If I hear something like a door touch or something like that, I want to make sure I have it. Alright, I have that as a hiding spot. I do not have the... Well, there's our bone. Fantastic. I have this as a hiding spot. That's great. Find another hiding spot. That ain't it. Maybe this one? Nope. We're looking for a cursed object as well. I didn't see the music box in the nursery, the mirror there, the tarot cards there. Excuse my cough. No monkey paw there. Oh, we just heard a door. Alright, so it was this door. And we have voodoo doll. I'll take a picture of that door, and now I am going to go get the black light. I just had the door touched. I can get a handprint on the door from that. So since I want to get as much evidence as quickly as I can before we lose sanity. Oh, that could have been an EMF 5. I want to get back in there with more evidence collecting things and double check that I do have UV as one of those evidences, because you can get that on door interactions. Now, do I know if it's the garage or the washroom? I don't, but it looks like we don't have UV. Instead, I'm going to leave this here, grab my camera. Oh, we actually already got the cursed object, so I can go there. I just need to get the breaker on. Now, you'll notice that I'm moving very quickly. Why is that? Well, because you're kind of on a timer. The longer you spend in the house in the dark, the more sanity you lose. And when your sanity is lower, the ghost is more likely to attack you. So if you don't want to deal with being attacked, then you just have to go very quickly. You'll notice there's not a lot of activity. We already pretty much know where the ghost is. We got the bone, and we know what the cursed object is, all without going under 90% sanity. We need to cleanse the area with incense and get a photo. Well, we were already planning on doing that anyway. And now we'll get a couple of safety things. One. I'm gonna get this crucifix in there, just in case it's some sort of early hunting ghost. I don't want to get killed by it, so I'm just gonna put this crucifix down here and cover my escape from these 2 rooms. Get out my spirit box. Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? Let's make sure I'm set. Where are you?
from behind.
Perfect. All right, well, we just got 2 things there. We saw dots and we got spirit box. So that's 2 right off rip. I wish I had my camera when she was dotsing right in front of me, but what are you gonna do? We'll check the thermos. We're not quite freezing. We want to get that ghost photo, but let's go get some more stuff to help with that. We need to cleanse the area with a smudge stick, and we also want to get that ghost photo and then fill out the rest of our journal with 3-star ghost photos. This is not a very active ghost, which I appreciate. Every time a ghost interacts with something around you, it will cause you to lose a little bit more sanity. It's probably only in the range of like 1%. I think poltergeists are a little bit more than that. But here we go, just in case there is... Oh! Dang it, I missed it. Just trying to be very fast with that. I'm getting my smudge. I'm gonna put that here in case I need it. Let's get a second dots so I can get that dots photo a little bit easier. That is a more reliable way, if the ghost has dots as its evidence, to get the ghost photo, because otherwise you needed to do an event. And let's get an extra one of these in there. And I'm also going to get a motion sensor. Why a motion sensor? So I kind of know where it is in the room, and I can mentally prepare myself for where I'm going to take that picture. It seems to be pretty active around the doorway, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be there. It just turned on the light, so we know it's not a mare. You stop that. Is that EMF 5? No. Alright, and now, where's my lighter? I tossed it down here somewhere. There it is. I'm gonna hold my lighter, my smudge, and then just be ready to take a picture. Oh, cool. So now we got the ghost photo, 3-star. I also know it's not a phantom because I took a picture of it and it didn't disappear. So that's wonderful. I'm gonna take the salt and put it right at its feet. And it didn't step in it, so I think it's a wraith. So now all we need to do is finish the rest of the photo album. I need 6 more photos of interactions and stuff. Don't get tricked into trying to take more than 1 ghost photo. You can only get 1 ghost photo, so even though this would be real easy to get another one, we can't do it. I'm just gonna turn on a couple of lights. We know our hiding spot's in the closet over there. We did the work to make sure that we knew where it was. Can you give us a sign? Now, because it's a wraith, I can't get the easy photos I wanted to do. I just wanted to take a bunch of pictures of disturbed salt, which would have been a fast way to get that perfect investigation bonus. But you may have noticed I didn't get scared by either of those ghost events. It's because whenever the ghost does Ring Around the Rosie, it can't hurt you. That is one of those things that you'll learn, is that when it's singing Ring Around the Rosie or 1, 2, Buckle My Shoe, it's never doing a hunt during those. Oh, and look at that. It is EMF 5. What did you EMF 5 on? I didn't even hear it. It's something right here, but I don't want to... Was it the book? I don't want to mess up my photos on something. Alright, it is moving in the motion right here. I'm going to leave this here. It is a wraith, which means its ability is to teleport to wherever the player is. I kind of want to just stay around this crucifix then, so if it teleports to me... Oh, I just threw something metal, I think, in the kitchen. I think it was a fork. Yeah. A spoon. Almost every object in the game has a somewhat unique sound effect to it. I just heard this locker get touched. So we'll get that as well. Oh, and it touched it again. So that's a couple more. 3-star, 3-star, 3-star. You love that. And you'll be able to figure out what these sounds are and what that means the ghost has interacted with That metal clank, it sounded like silverware, so I knew it was in the kitchen. The sound of the lockers getting touched is very unique. Hello. So you could figure out that a locker is being touched. Light switches have a unique sound to them. Pretty much every sound in this game, you can figure out what it did. Through a mug, through a cup, something like that. Where are you going? Please don't get too far away from my smudge. I'm trying to do this quickly, you know? Now the reason why salt is really good is that if a ghost steps in the salt, it disturbs it. And disturbed salt is an easy 3-star photo. Oh, that's a door touch. This door. Alright, one more photo and we're good to go. Can you give us a sign? I could use the voodoo doll, but I'm worried I'll hit a heart pin and then it'll be a cursed hunt, and a cursed hunt has an extra 20-second duration on it. And that just means wasting even more time when I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible. You're around here. Can you give us a sign? Saying that to the ghost, can you give us a sign, encourages it to do some sort of interaction. It has a cooldown period, so you can't, like, force it a whole lot. But it does encourage it to do more interacting. Can you give us a sign? Are you on the move? Are we going out here? Are you going back to the kitchen to touch things? Oh, and that's our last picture then. Boom. Alright, so that should be a perfect investigation bonus. We got the bone, we figured out the ghost, we got a ghost photo, and we filled up the entire photo album with 3-star photos. And we did that fairly quickly. It could have been faster if it wasn't a wraith. And look, it only just attacked right at 50%. So I think we should be good there. Got wraith marked. And that is how you play professional. Move quickly. Find the ghost. Drop all your evidence collecting things in there. Collect all your evidence really fast. Fill out your photo album. And you should have a perfect investigation. I forgot to cleanse the area with incense because I never hunted. Oops, I'm dumb. Oh well, but that is how you do it really fast. I would have gotten it an extra $175, I believe, here, and that would have been multiplied by 3. Well, since we didn't do that perfectly well, why don't we do a second one? And I could show you even better because Wraith is the only one that will behave like that. Ignore a lot of the things on the menu right now. We are in the middle of the spring Easter event, so you'll see some things around the map or also on the menu here that isn't going to be part of the regular game. Please ignore that. That is not part of this test. And we're just going to try to do that really fast again, and this time I can focus more on just completing things instead of explaining stuff. So, same start. Grab these. I don't see the breaker, so it is not on the first floor. I'm just going to go in with my EMF. We're going to check cursed object locations. Look for the bone. Alright, no tarot cards, no tubs to hide in there. I do have the cardboard there and the shelf. We have the Ouija board. I could ask it where the ghost is, but I'm not going to do that until I have already found the bone as well. And we use this beginning time to find... Oh, that's a door touch. Which door? This door. Get our photo. And then I'm going to leave this in the kitchen. Don't get too close to the ghost. There we go. If you get too close to the ghost, it'll disappear. And we're going to get a black light because it touched a door. And we don't want to pass up the opportunity to get our UV. We also just had it do an event in the kitchen. I'm beginning to think it is a kitchen ghost. Doesn't necessarily mean that. It could still be pretty much any room on the first floor and it just touched that door by chance. But we're going to come in here. I'm going to place this here, and check for UV. There we go. Alright, that is a free photo. We get a fingerprint photo as well, and we mark UV down. All right, we still need to find the bone. Oh, and it's dots. Well, that's kind of fortunate. We know it's dots as well. And it's probably in this room, so why don't I double check for orbs real fast? Just in case it's an orby kind of ghost. I don't see that. Alright, back on the bone hunt. Bone hunt complete. There we go. I'm gonna go get the breaker, and then we're gonna grab some more evidence collecting stuff. Probably get another dot so we can get another chance at it. Oh, actually, I already got the ghost photo. Wow. I kind of forgot it did an immediate event on me. Alright, so now all we need to do is finish our objectives, figure out the last piece of evidence, and then we can mosey on out of here. Now I'm leaving the lights off in the ghost room because if it is a ghost that is... Oh, I just heard another door touch. If it's a ghost that gets scared off by the light, which I only think is the mayor, I don't want to do that. I want to try to keep it in the place where I know the ghost is at. Oh, I need to double check if that was a fingerprint photo or an interaction. It was a fingerprint, okay. You don't want to accidentally give up one of your photos. This bottle. Threw that bottle right next to the EMF reader. There we go. Cool. I'm gonna get a ghostwriting book and probably a crucifix just to keep myself safe. Again, ignore the nest and the stuff down there. And let's double check our objectives. All right, we already got 2 of these and we need a parabolic microphone. So let's get these and get these in here. We're still at 90% sanity because we've stayed in the light. I flicked on light switches as I went through the house, so as soon as I got the breaker on, the place was flooded with beautiful, beautiful light. Got that there. Where are you? Are you here? How old are you? Where are you? Alright, it's not answering me on that. I'm gonna get this and this. We're gonna make sure we didn't get an EMF 5. We're gonna get some extra photos here. Hey buddy, there you are. We now know where he is. Fingerprint. Where are you? Are you here? You don't have to be holding the spirit box in order to use it. You could just be in the vicinity. We know we walked over here because of the dots. Where are you? Are you here? How old are you? Alright, that should be our last photo. Bueno. Alright, we need to get our parabolic objective done. So we're just going to sit here for a bit. Point these around there. Actually, let's do a good use of our time. We're still down 1 piece of evidence. I don't think it's Spirit Box because it was right next to me. I don't think it's EMF 5 because I think we would have gotten one by now. Let's get some safety crucifixes in there and another book. I still didn't see orbs. I could double check again just in case I missed them the first time, but I get the feeling that it's going to be not ghost writing. Let's see. Orb, Spirit Box, freezing can't be it. So we don't have to worry about those. So it has to be one of these 3. So let's double check those orbs. I just heard a cup or plate thrown. I'm gonna put this here. And put this here. Where are you? Are you here? How old are you? Where are you? So that doesn't seem to be it. Camera. Orb. There's the orb. See the orb? So dots, violet, orb, banshee. Cool. Alright, we know it's a banshee, which means the parabolic microphone might give us a scream. That'd be nice. We're just gonna... This is something that is a bit random. It's just gonna take time. As long as you're pointing it somewhat near the ghost room, you'll have a good chance of picking up that paranormal activity. Sometimes you won't even hear it yourself, so just occasionally check your objectives and see if you get it checked off. Alright, I had that pointed right at it throwing a cup or something, and I'm sitting here because I have that hiding spot there, and so if I need to run and hide for whatever reason, I can just go over there and hide. Everything is just planned out. In the very initial run through of the house, we looked for hiding spots. I know the garage has 2 hiding spots. We can also loop it around the car, and we can hide in that shelf in the washing and dryer area and the cardboard box in the back corner. So we basically have all the places you would want to have. Now we just need our parabolic microphone. We have 3-star photos all over here, including the bone, the cursed object, and the ghost. We know what ghost it is. It can't be a mimic because of dots. Can you give us a sign? It's throwing things right in front of me. Like so. There we go. Alright, so that's all of our objectives done this time. We will double check it. Overview. Check, check, check. There we go. That should be a perfect investigation bonus. Not too bad. The ghost was very helpful that time. We got dots again. We got a real early event, mostly because it's a banshee. And look at that. We got out at 69% sanity. Not even in threat of being hunted. So that should be pretty much how your professional game should go. You go in, move very quickly, get your evidence stuff in as fast as you can. When you notice things like doors being touched, windows touched, light switches touched, get yourself a UV, get in there, double check for handprints as soon as you can. And then I usually set up a dots, book, and camera as quickly as I can, because with a dots and book in there, you'll be more likely to get dots, which will help you with finding the ghost, so that you can better do spirit box, set up salt traps, things like that. The dots can be very helpful for dot-sensitive ghosts. And getting the book in there real early is helpful because it's one of the things that usually takes the longest for the ghost to interact with. So getting it in there earlier gives you more opportunities for it to interact with it. And look at that, because of our perfect investigation bonus, we got $225 that got multiplied by 3, and we got a very nice chunk of change. And all that took was less than 10 minutes. It was an 8-minute investigation, and we made close to 2,000. I'm sorry, just a little over 1,000. Just a little over 1,000, but in 8 minutes and however many seconds. So not bad at all. Granted, it was really nice getting 2 dots ghosts in a row on these. So you might not always be lucky enough to get a ghost that is dots and actually is helpful with it. Of course, some of these are going to be a pain, like the regular spirit or the shade, because they can be a little bit shy. Some of them are incredibly easy, especially if you just rush in and hit your cursed object until it hunts, and then you can figure out based off of a hunt what it is. But hopefully this sort of helped you out with figuring out how to do a professional run of Phasmophobia so that you can make money very quickly. And I'm sorry if it ruined a little bit of the mystique and some of the spookiness of the game, but hopefully that wasn't a problem for you. If you like the video, then like it. If you want to see more of this in the future, subscribe. And if you have any tips or tricks of your own, leave them in the comments down below. But until next time, remember to take care of yourself and take care of those around you. Bye-bye.